you're a lawyer. What do you think her next steps should be?
I think the most important thing is, what is her next step that's going to help her get to a better place and a healthier and happier place in her life? Because I feel like this is kind of rock bottom.
Okay, Emily. Well, welcome to Housewives Nightcap. So happy to have you in person because it's been like a hot minute. I don't think I've seen you since BravoCon.
It's been a while, but I love in person. I like the energy, the camaraderie.
It's so much more fun.
I love it. Yeah.
It's so much more fun. Well, I have to say, you look great, but I want to know, you always looked great. You always looked wonderful.
You know, and I appreciate that. And Andy always says that to me. And Shane always says that to me because, you know, nobody wants to be like, oh, you look amazing, meaning like you didn't look amazing before. Yeah. But, you know, I felt attractive before, too. I just feel more like myself. And I feel healthier. And I feel fit. And I feel like I have more energy. And that's been the best thing from this weight loss.
Which is amazing. Yeah. And I know a lot of fans have been watching you on Instagram and you've become such an inspiration. And also I love the fact that you were open about using Ozempic.
I was, and I felt like that was the best route. I always feel like honesty is the best way to go. I mean, and I get horrible comments from women. I don't really understand it because I don't understand why one woman's journey and choices is so... I don't know why it ignites such animosity or hatred in someone else. Like, I don't really understand that. But the overall feedback has been mostly positive. You always get those people.
You always get the trolls.
Yeah, always. And, you know, I've dealt with that for 5 years now. Right. So I'm like, block, 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 block. And, you know, the people that send me the DMs that are truly inspired, that are like, I love watching you. I love seeing you at the gym. I copy what you do. You've inspired me. I got up today and went. Like, those are the people I'm talking to. Those are my people.
Those are your people. Yeah. And I'm one of those people because I love it. And I love that you're so open about it because you have some housewives that are not open about it.
No, there's a lot of people out there that aren't open about it. Yeah. And, you know, I wish they would be because I feel like I take the brunt of the heat because I am honest about it. And then I'm like, man, I'm just like getting hit from all sides for everybody.
Yeah, you're getting it for all of them.
Yes, I'm taking this all on for all of you. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Are you still on Ozempic?
No, I took it way back in December, so it's been 10 months now.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, I don't regret it. I'm not going to apologize for it. I was in a very dark space at that time. It was right when we finished filming, and I was the heaviest I've ever been. I spent 2 weeks on the couch after we got done filming, just laying on the couch, not being able to get up. I texted Shane and said, I think you might have to, you know, I might have to go to like a wellness retreat or something. Like, I don't feel like myself. I'm depressed. I was miserable. And so I went to a doctor. I did a full blood panel. I had all kinds of issues. I don't remember everything, but, you know, pre-diabetic, no testosterone, cholesterol was high. And so the doctor recommended Ozempic. At that time, I never even heard the word Ozempic. I didn't know it was a thing.
Right.
They just said, oh, there's this new weight loss drug. The FDA just approved it. I think it would be really helpful for you because I think, you know, you'll lose some weight. You'll feel better. You'll get moving. You'll get out of your depression. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, like, let's try it. I tried it for like 5-6 weeks. It was very effective as far as the bad diet I had gotten myself into, where I was drinking iced coffee all the time and eating donuts for breakfast and laying on the couch eating chips while I watched TV. All that stopped. I got my act together. I cleaned up my diet. I eat really healthy, really well now. And I attribute that to being able to take Ozempic and being able to get myself under control.
It was like a jumpstart.
It was.
Yeah.
And now, the past 10 months, it's all been great diet and working out. And I've maintained it for 10 months. And I hope to continue to maintain it.
And most importantly, you feel better. You feel more like yourself.
I feel amazing. I feel healthy. I feel happy. I wake up early every morning, excited to go to the gym, excited to see my kids, excited to do things with Shane. It's totally changed my just perspective, attitude, everything. I just feel amazing.
Which is amazing. Right. Which is totally amazing.
Which is the end result of that. So if that's the end result, like, why so much judgment?
Yeah. There's always going to be judgment, but at the end of the day, if you're feeling great, that's what's important. I do want to talk about this season of Orange County. It's been a doozy. Yeah. Yeah, you're like,
yes. Yeah.
Last night's episode especially. Yeah. The big thing was it ended with Heather very upset. You were kind of in the middle of it all. Do you think Heather is being picked on the way that she thinks she is?
I think that there's some validity to what she's saying, because I do feel like by the time that dinner came around, it was everyone against Heather. I do feel, as a viewer, when you watch it, that's the only interpretation that you can take away, because that's all you see.
Okay.
But I do feel as if there were a lot of things that also go on that a lot of viewers don't see that would add and actually explain as to why I was so frustrated, or why Gina was frustrated, or why we were frustrated with her in general, or why she felt isolated, or why. I just think there's more, but you can't show everything. You can't,
right.
and I get that, and I totally understand that. So I think that from that viewpoint of what was shown, then it does look bad, and it looks like everybody was against her. I just think there's more that would explain it, but you can't put everything in.
You can't put everything in, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's always the issue, is you can't see every side.
Exactly.
She does say at the end of the episode she's done. I think she says F you to a couple of people that she hates all of you guys. She did say that.
Yeah.
Do you think her time on the show is done? Like, do you think she won't come back next season?
No, I think she will. I mean, I don't know. She's never told me one way or the other if she is or not. I would think that she will. First of all, that was a year ago. And I do think that as women, as professionals, as when you get to step back and analyze it and think about things, you know, you realize that there's certain circumstances that aren't normal when you're all put together, and it's a pressure cooker, and it's hot, and we're tired, and there's no break, and we haven't eaten, and I think when you step away from it, you do realize that this person overreacted, I overreacted, it's a lot, and I think the takeaway is that now that we've been able to step back and move away from it, I mean, I've spent a lot of time with Heather. We've had lunch, we've had dinner, we've talked on the phone. I do believe that we are friends, legitimately, for real. Like, she cares about me, I care about her. So what you see in an isolated event, that it's not depictive of a relationship as a whole.
Right.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Vicki? I was surprised as a fan. She's like, I hate fighting. I'm going to go. And she starts crying at the bar. And I'm like, what is happening?
I'm done with the show. I'm out. I'm done.
I would never put up with it.
Nope. Wait a minute. What the is going on?
Piranha's chewing at her. Leave her alone.
I mean, I do love how you get like a shot of Vicki Gunvalson coming in and just being like so Vicki.
Yes.
Because you never know what you're going to get with her. And I do love that Vicki's hypocrisy is just like, I mean, it's like a 10 out of 10, and she never apologizes for it. And I love her for that, because it's like, you know, she's always like, this is a family show, we shouldn't talk about sexual things. And then there's this like, I mean, how many examples of like her, you know, I don't even have to explain what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
So it's, I mean, so Vicki's always Vicki.
Vicki is always Vicki. Do you, as a castmate, would you want her to come back full time next year? Because she's friend of. What do you think?
You know, I maybe, I really like Vicki. Even though I'm still blocked, Vicki.
You're still blocked?
Still blocked by Victoria Gunvalson. It's been like 5 years now. I do find Vicki to be amusing. There aren't a lot of housewives out there that I actually find amusing or legitimately funny, but Victoria Gunvalson is one of them. I find her amusing.
Wait, I'm sorry. I cannot believe that you are still blocked.
I'm still blocked. And we talked about it in Mexico, and she was like on her phone, like trying to figure out how to unblock me, and we could never figure it out. So I'm still blocked.
Okay, we need to figure this out.
I know. If there's any tech people out there that can like reach out to Vicki and figure out how to unblock me, I am still blocked by Victoria Gunvalson. So
I know you guys already shot Reunion. What can you tell us? I would imagine a lot of things are brought up, a lot of things go down.
I do think like the Shannon Gina drama is a lot.
Okay.
And I don't know if there actually was some type of resolution in that, but that was intense. And I feel like there was resolution. I feel like everybody got to say things they want to say. I was frustrated at the reunion. I felt like it was difficult to talk. Heather talks a lot. She does a lot of monologuing, and so I don't know. I feel like they ran out of time at the end, and they were just like, "Oh, we'll just skip Emily." So
that's kind of sad.
Yeah, but I always get skipped. Always.
You kind of do always get skipped.
I do. Always.
Which I will say might be kind of nice because then you're not.
I don't know. I mean, I used to worry when I always got skipped over. I'm like, oh, I'm clearly getting fired because they just left me off in the entire reunion. But now I'm like, I don't know. They just keep asking me back, and they just keep skipping over me. I feel like they're just like, we can skip Emily because she won't throw a big fit.
Yes, I think that's true. Also, now you have BravoCon where like you can kind of air out during like a panel or something what you wanted to say.
Yeah, that'll be my reunion.
That will be your reunion. Brought up Shannon, I do want to talk about that. She was arrested for a DUI and a hit and run over the weekend. What was your initial reaction when you heard the news?
Well, I actually found out from Shane, because Shane is always my eyes and ears out there, because I try to avoid a lot of what's being said just to keep myself sane. So he sent me a screenshot of the TMZ article. And when I first saw it, I was actually getting coffee and I saw it. I thought it was a meme. Because you know how people make up things and create things. And I thought it was just like something funny somebody did, you know, because of everything that had happened between her and Gina. And then I really had to look at it, and I was like, wait, this isn't like a meme or some made-up story. Like, this is for real. Right. And I was shocked.
You're a lawyer. What do you think her next steps should be?
Well, from a legal perspective, I mean, I think she'll take some type of plea deal. They'll probably combine her charges into one. She'll take some kind of plea. She'll probably get community service, have to pay fines. But I think the most important thing is, what is her next step that's going to help her get to a better place and a healthier and happier place in her life? Because I feel like this is kind of rock bottom.
I would imagine you've talked to Gina about this.
Yes.
A lot of fans are thinking, wow, this is, Gina must feel some type of way. Does she feel some type of way?
You know, I mean, I had a long conversation with her, but only a little bit of it had to do with Shannon, because I feel like there's not a lot to say. I feel like it speaks for itself. I mean, and Gina, I don't think she wishes it happened, and she doesn't wish harm on anyone. I'm sure she feels a slight sense of vindication. Anyone would in that circumstance, but I think she legitimately is concerned for Shannon and, you know, hopes that she takes this and makes the lifestyle changes, you know? I mean, that's what Gina did. Gina took accountability, changed her life, stopped drinking, and so, you know, I hope Shannon is able to, you know, embrace it and change and be happier and healthier as well.
I think that's what everyone can hope.
Right.
I did see that maybe she was with John, and now it's sparking rumors that maybe she is back with John. Do you know anything about that?
I think she's always been with John.
Okay.
I don't think there was ever a not with John. I mean, even at the reunion, I think she claims that, like, they're not together, but I think they're always together. I don't know if not together means that he's saying we're not together, but they're always together. Right. I don't know.
Now, you and Shannon, you didn't have an easy season whatsoever.
I never have an easy season. You never with Shannon.
You never did.
No.
But do you guys have some sort of resolution at the reunion, or?
I actually think Shannon and I are fine at the reunion. I mean, I think by the time it got there, like, there wasn't a lot of animosity between us, and I think she did realize that the things that I was saying, and even when we got in that FaceTime fight, that she had told me a lot of things and she had confided, and then she was realizing that she did say them and that she was now recognizing, or not recognizing, I don't know if she ever actually recognizes or anything, but maybe there was like a click, like, oh yeah, I did say those things. So I don't know. I think it just kind of resolved itself.
Okay.
I don't feel like there was a lot of animosity between Shannon and me at the reunion.
Okay.
I mean, clearly that resided in Heather.
Clearly Heather took that all on for everyone. Have you reached out to Shannon or anything since?
We've texted.
Okay.
And I've said, you know, I'm sorry you're going through this, and if you need anything from me, you can reach out. I'll be here and do whatever I can. And that's where it was left off. That was a couple days ago. Okay. And so, you know, I think she needs space right now. I feel like in a few days, maybe a week, I'll reach out again. But I know she's being hounded right now. And so I don't want to be one of those people that is just like texting and driving her nuts. I think she needs her space and she needs to figure out what she's doing.
I want to know, though, high and low of the season. What would your high be and what would your low be?
I think the high would be just like when we have a lot of fun. Like, I love the slip and slide party. Even though if you cut out all the Jen stuff where all that thing was going on, if you just throw that to the side. I love just fun moments like that where we're just drinking, being stupid, being silly, being girls, doing the slip and slide, and, you know, bathing suits are coming off. Like, I love moments like that. I think that's great housewife camaraderie, and I think people love watching that. And I would definitely say Mexico was the low. It was low for me too, because I don't like to see myself like that, and it makes me really do some inner reflection. And Mexico was hard for me. I was very sick. I was on antibiotics. I got no sleep. I like quit the show one night and like ripped my mic off. I was exhausted. I was frustrated, and I think all of that boiled out. And if I could go back and change that, I wish I could have reined it back in. But I mean, that's what Housewives is. That's why people tune in, because it just, you're acting in the moment.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's the thing. Exactly that. It's like so much going on, and you're being your true self, where it's like, I would be like that too.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
even
me?
when you're, can I say asshole?
You can say asshole.
Even when you're an asshole, like I'm truly being an asshole because I'm so frustrated and mad, and I'm sick of being there, and I miss my kids.
Yeah.
But then you look at it and you're like, you know what? I wish I would have taken a step back. I wish I would have been more reasonable. I wish I would have had a reasonable conversation. But I mean, our housewives known for being reasonable and
no, it's fine. You are known to be one of the more reasonable ones.
I can be, but I also have a very intense side too that I'm well aware of.
Yeah.
I need to work on it. I say that every year. I really need to work on that. And then it just happens again.
You're being your true self. It's fine. It's totally fine. Before I let you go, I do want to ask, BravoCon is a month away. So excited. Who are you most excited about, like, running into? Because it's everyone.
I don't know, because honestly, I don't watch any Bravo shows.
Wait, you don't?
No, I don't even watch Orange County.
What?
I know, it's ridiculous. I don't. But because I've taken over for Tamara on the Two T's in the Pod podcast, I actually had to do my homework. And I had to watch all 10 episodes of New York, and I had to watch this whole season of Salt Lake City, which is like 3 or 4 episodes or whatever. So I binge watched them. And then I was like, oh, now I understand why people watch these shows. It was really good.
Emily, I did not know that.
Yes.
Wait, and so now you're a fan?
I love Bren from New York, and I love Jenna too. I love Jenna too, because Jenna's just like she's like the HBIC. Like I just like want to hang out with Jenna, but I love Bren because she kind of reminds me of me, where she's like acts a fool at a party. She's like walking around the party with like sunglasses on. Like that's totally something obviously that I would do. So I relate to her. And I kind of want to, like, meet her.
Okay, well, we're going to make that happen. Okay. You definitely need to meet her.
Like, we're both idiots at parties. And I love that.
And that's what's fun. And then it's, like, in Vegas, and you guys can just be idiots in Vegas and have fun.
That, yeah.
Wow, wait, you have so much content to watch.
I know.
Like, you do.
I know.
Like, you don't even watch Beverly Hills?
No, I've never seen an episode.
Emily.
I know.
Okay, you have a month to, like, watch things.
Like all of them? Like all seasons?
I don't know. Maybe, like, the most recent.
Okay.
And Southern Charm is very good this season. That's a good place to jump into.
Okay. I feel like it's a lot with me just having to watch New York and Salt Lake City.
Wait, you didn't even watch Vanderpump this past season?
No, but Shane and I just went to the Dominican Republic for a week for vacation, and they were showing old episodes of Vanderpump Rules, season 1. So I was watching it with Shane, and he's like, that Tom guy, he's a dick even from season 1.
Yeah. Well, you need to finish watching that then.
All right, okay.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
I have homework now.
Yeah, you have homework. You have a month. I'm going to quiz you.
Okay. Oh,
yes.
Geez. Okay.
I'm going to quiz you.
All right.